Okay, a great win today. What was it like? What was it like for you?
What was it like for me?
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. No, it was good. We obviously got a good result last week, and yeah, I think we sort of started the better team, and I think we deserved it in the end.
And for you, I know you went off at half time. Is that due to an injury?
Yeah, I've been stiff all week. If you ask the lads, I was a bit stiff in training Thursday. It's been coming on all week, my back, and I felt it a little bit during the game, and then I just seized up in the half-time break.
Obviously Calum came on and put in a man of the match performance. Are you worried that your place is under threat?
Yeah, all right. Rub it in. No, Calum's a good player, but yeah, it's good that all three strikers have scored today. So no, I'm hopefully keep my fingers crossed. I want to keep playing and helping Dover to get promotion this season. But no, he's a good player and he's done well today.
I take it you think you'll be fit for next week?
Yeah, I've had little ones like this before. I had an operation on my back a little while ago, a couple of years ago, and I have little setbacks here and there. But yeah, I'm fingers crossed I'll be alright for next week.
Okay, Calum, was that your best game in the Dover shirt today?
I felt alive out there. Even on the bench, I felt ready to come on and that. Hopefully, I got quite long enough out there, and I just done my best really when I was out there.
And that goal, talk me through it, because that was one hell of a goal.
Yeah. I don't know myself really, but what happened, I just see Sim's done well to get a flick on up in the air, and it just sat perfect for me. I was thinking if I had to chest it and turn, but I didn't have time, so I just done the overhead and luckily just flew straight in.
And obviously with your man of the match performance today, do you fancy chances of starting next week?
Yeah, hopefully. Every game I'll go in with my head thinking I'm going to start, so I'm ready and focused. Obviously, when I'm not, a bit disappointing, but manager's decision, and I just when I get on there, I just do my business really.
Okay, guys. Cheers for talking to the Dover website. First of all, Moses, was that your best game today for Dover?
Yeah, probably up there with last week, the first half. Just good to get a victory and the 3 points today.
And I noticed you're playing sort of a more attacking role. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's more where I usually play. So it's good to be playing that at the moment.
And of course, Billy, today you got the winner.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Yeah, good. Yeah. No, I was happy to come on and score on that. You know, always am. So, yeah, no, it's nice.
And how you feel? How are you after your injury? Because I know you've been
No,
ill. I
didn't have glandular fever. No, I had a throat infection, mouth infection as well. But I was ill for I missed about 3 or 4 sessions, I think. So I was off for about 2 weeks. But yeah, no, I'm starting to feel a bit better now. So yeah, hopefully I'll be alright this week.
And what about the atmosphere? Because obviously, you know, it raised the roof when you head in the winner.
Yeah, nice. Obviously, it's always nice, and obviously it was quite. Obviously, I think it was over 1,000 here today, wasn't it? So yeah, no, it was always going to be. You know, if you can come on and score, obviously it's decent.
Okay, guys. Okay, great win today, 3-2 against a team that have won 12 on the bounce. How proud of your team to come back twice from behind?
Well, it just shows you they've got a bit of character, doesn't it? You know, it could have been felt sorry for themselves. You know, oh, here we go again at home, but you know, we went at them. We set it up to have a go, and that's the way we always will. And you know, the lads have got a little bit about them in that respect. And you know, when we've had to make changes, you know, we've had a left back or centre half playing right back there, very left footed on the right. But that's the way everybody at the moment's getting on with it, sort of all pulling together, and that's how you get results like that.
And from your point of view, how was it from an emotional point of view? You must have gone through every sort of emotion possible during that game.
Well, yeah, but you've still got to keep a clear head, haven't you, and just get on with it, really. No, I mean, disappointed when they scored so early on, but again, you know, if they've got a bit of character, they come back, and that's what's showing here. You know, they have got a bit of character. There's still work to do the way we want. I mean, you know, we don't know what it was like before, but we've got to be confident on what we're doing, and at the moment, things are working out.
And the formation that you started with, was it a 4-5-1 or was it more sort of an attacking 4-3-3?
It was a 4-3-3, really. We were trying to get him. I mean, it's obviously 3, wasn't it? Because you saw Ricky there getting in behind a few times, didn't he? And obviously Moses is a forward, and obviously Ben up front. So it was 4-3-3. I mean, we knew exactly how we wanted to play against them, as we do most sides. You know, Kevin Rain goes out there and watches games for us. And Jake and I just put that into implement that.
And From half-time perspective, what was it you said? Because the team were firing on all cylinders the second half, the whole 45 minutes.
Well, I came in and there was a few long faces, I've got to say. Again, you know, you said, you know, why you're not playing football to be unhappy in that. Just go out and get a smile on your face and just go and express yourself. You know, we're not going to get on your backs. If you make a mistake, we're not going to get. I mean, they don't know Jake and I yet, and that's it. We're just trying to encourage them. And yeah, we might shout across the pitch to them, but it's only to direct them to do something. Not, you know, not. There's never going to be any abuse or having a go at the lads. So, and just get out there and all right, if you lose, but at least we've given it a go. Don't just feel sorry for yourself. And as I say, everybody on the bench and everyone in the club really we're going for it, and that's exactly what we want.
And your substitutions worked a treat as well today. Couldn't have planned that any better.
No, that's right. But I mean, to be fair, we're probably a little bit lucky in respect that Macca obviously has got a bad foot. We took a chance with him. Really, he could have lasted half an hour. And Tomo's been ill for the last for week. He'd been in bed as all his family have. So we thought, well, maybe if he did 60 minutes, he'd be okay. But he came on very early and he looked fit as a fiddle, didn't he, Tomo? And Ben got a very bad back. He was struggling. And to be fair, he couldn't come out. He was stiff as I know you've spoken to him, and he's stiff as a board. So again, Leg came on up front, didn't he? And did really well up front. A great overhead kick, wasn't it, Wilcox? So and obviously Bill, as I say, Bill came on. You know he's always going to score goals, but that's because Ricky had to come off because he'd run himself into the ground. Let's be fair, you know, he's up and down, wasn't he, across the pitch, and that's what we want from our forwards, just running themselves into the ground, and then we can change it because we've got a lot of forward players, and that's what we're asking the forwards to do, not just do enough, just to do more really, and then we can just change it.
And from a selection point of view for next week, have you got a real selection dilemma ahead of you? Because with all the subs playing so well.
To be honest, I don't even think about it now. We just digest what's happened in the game today. Dilemma, it's never a dilemma really. You just have to pick a side really, and you know, yes, it will come into account, but again, it's, as I said, it's never a dilemma. You just got to pick a team, and that's what it's all about. So we just worry about the next game.
There was an attendance of 1,005 today. All the fans must have gone home happy. Is that the sort of football, that sort of committed football that fans can come to expect from your team every week? Well,
people have seen me, you know, we do get up and at them. We've got a little bit of quality here as well, so we play a little bit of football as well, don't we, through the midfield. People like Barry Cogan, and you know, what a player he is, you know, he can run all day. He probably runs too much, doesn't he? I don't know how he keeps going. But people like that, you know, and obviously Macca, who's come off, but we've got, so yes, we'll be at them, but it's not, as I say, you know, it's not a long ball, it's like pass the ball forward, and to be fair, we were getting it wide to the wide men, and they were causing them so much problem. Yeah, I mean, that's what we aim to do, but obviously when we play some of the sides, they're going to try and stop us doing that, and once they get to know us, that's the way we're doing, so we'll just have to do the best we can.
And finally, with Welling losing today, top of the table Salisbury lost today as well, any chance of any title talk, or is it all about consolidating for the playoffs?
No, it's about trying to win every game, you know, like Welling have done. They've gone on and won that many games. I mean, we'll try and win it. I mean, we might not, but you've got to give yourself a chance and go on and try and win it. So yeah, we'll try and win as many games, and we'll see how many points we've got. And if you're aiming to try and be the top, we don't quite get there, we're in playoffs. But you know, we mustn't get carried away. We've only just played 2 games, got 6 points, but we don't get carried away with a win. And we don't. If we lose, we won't get 2 down. So you know, it's keeping a level head. But it is pleasing because we have got players that can implement things we do. Once we can get everybody fit and fired up, I'm sure we'll cause a lot of teams a lot of bother.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on the win today, Chris.
Appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.